What's up, everyone? It is your girl GELBEAUTY87 here, aka Grace Honey, and today we're about to get into another 5 brands that dupe themselves. Because honey, they just out here duping themselves, and I got to call it out so you can save your coins. So I'm gonna get the obvious one, so the obvious 2 out the way, because you know, sorry, it's like 3 of the ones I'm about to talk about are obvious ones that I have talked about with you in the past. I just wanted to include them in this video for people who are new to the channel. Hello, how are you? Hi. Press the subscribe button, thank you. No, but the first one I have is, of course, the Pat McGrath one I recently did the video on. This is the Pat McGrath Bijou Brilliance Jewel Temptation Palette. So this was the one for deeper skin tones, the medium, deep, dark, all that. And then you have the Daring Desires quad that has 3 of the 4 shades from this palette in the quad. And I'm just like, really, mother? I be trying to defend you, but you just be doing all types of foolishness. And it's like, I know it's not you, mother. Like, we all know, like, you done sold it, and so this will be stuck with now. But you know, I want to be stuck with something else. I need you to talk to them about, you know, giving us something different instead of trying to give us the same stuff and, you know, thinking we're gonna continue to buy it, because people are getting fed up and they stopping buying it. So I need them to let you bring back the creativity that made the brand what it was, because we're not feeling whatever this is. Whatever this is, we're not feeling it. We don't like it. Send it back where it came from. We don't know where it came from. Just send it back there, wherever it is. Because I swatched and did all that in the other video, so I don't feel like I necessarily need to do it here. I will swatch the Amethyst shade though, just because it's my favorite. So Amethyst Noir, I believe it's called. I'm going to swatch that one. So they're exactly the same shade. So 2 different fingers. Exact same shade on both sides. Exact same shade on both fingers. And I swatched from the 2 different palettes. So it's like, why do I need to pay you $50-something for this quad when I could pay like $45 for this on I think it was $45 on Sephora for this, instead of getting $50-something for these 4 shades when I can get 2 face things and I'd get like 9 shadows on top of it. So it's like, this is obviously the better deal. So I mean, I prefer this one though, just because I have one of these blush shades, and since it's made for 2 different skin tones, obviously one of the blushes doesn't work for me. So this doesn't work for me, and a lot of the neutrals she always comes out with. So it's like, I actually prefer the quad. Plus I feel like it's good for travel, for when you just want to take some Pat McGrath with you, but you don't want to take your, like, you know, expensive one and it possibly breaks. So I understand who it was for. Plus you got to think the people who are of the lighter skin tone, who obviously didn't want to buy this whole face and eye palette. I feel like this was more for them. So I feel like for the people who buy from her that on the lighter end of the range, that's who she made that for, which I get, and it's fine. But it's like, you know, for the people who already had it, it's like, we didn't need that again. So there's that. So let's just finish off with Pat McGrath. So we have these 2 highlighters. I feel like they're close enough in tone, and on your face you might not necessarily be able to see the exact difference in the shifts of the shade. So that's why I'm including this one. So this is the new one, which is Nude Opal, and then this is the one from the, oh, I'm holding it back, y'all. This is the one from the holiday of 2022, I want to say, the Lunar New Year. Sorry, the Lunar Nude highlighter. I feel like both of these are quite similar as well. So I'm like, on the face, I feel like you couldn't see the difference. I know I swatched on the back of my hand, I didn't feel like I could see the difference. So I'm like, you know. So I'm gonna swatch the new one first, which is, if you all remember, I told you it's Nude Opal, and then I'm going to swatch Lunar Nude. And again, these to me, in my personal opinion, were just the 2 closest shades. And I'm like, since, you know, you already have Lunar Nude, perhaps you might not need them. But see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see a difference on my hand, and I feel like I won't see a difference on my face either. So what was purpose? Maybe if you're a lighter skin tone, or maybe if you have a much deeper skin tone, you'll see a difference. I don't see a difference as I swatch them. So I mean, and the fact that these highlighters are high, like I think the highlighter costs more than the actual eye quad itself. It's like, yeah, no. Just no. Like, look at that. Where do you see a difference? Where do you see a difference in the shimmer on the lid? Where do you see a difference in that? I feel like there is no difference, and I feel like I was just robbed. I feel like I was just robbed, but that's just me. But you know, again, I take these hits for you all so that you don't have to take the hit and be robbed. You're welcome. So you subscribe for that reason alone. I'm taking these hits out here for y'all, because this stuff is not cheap. It's Pat McGrath we're talking about, and it's before it goes on sale, like a month or 2 or however many months it is later when she has sales. Like it's in real time. Now I'm getting 10%. So thank you. Next I have this dupe right here. So this is the Cupid Cheek Duo and the Berry Pop Cheek Trio. If you all remember, I did a video talking about why I feel like you didn't need them, because I feel like they were similar. So I'm gonna just swatch the highlighters in here as well, because I'm like, I'm here, you're here, everyone's here. Like, I will say the highlighter formula in the new one, the Berry Pop, is definitely more smoother and creamier than the one in the Cupid thing. But if you all remember, I said that one came from Ipsy or BoxyCharm, whichever one. I don't know who owns what now, but that's why I feel like they're quite similar. As you can see, this is the one from the Berry Pop, and this is from Cupid. I feel like both of them are pretty similar, but I feel like this gives more iridescent, like more glittery shimmer, and this is more of the traditional metallic highlighter. So that's the only difference I personally saw. And the even greasy highlighter topper things look the same, so I'm like, there was more pigmentation in the Berry Pop one than there was in this, but if I remember correctly. The battery's flashing, y'all, so I'm gonna have to come back with the last two and get you a battery. So I'll be right back. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, y'all, so I'm back for the last two. So next 5 brands that duped themselves. We got this 9 years ago Dose of Colors palette up against the Truffle eyeshadow palette from Dose of Colors. Now if you remember, Truffle was one of their famous lip colors, so needless to say, it would make sense that they would come out with, you know, a collection surrounded around it. I'm waiting for them to come out with one for Stone, because Stone was my favorite lip color from them. So you know, that's just my personal take on it. Now I feel like these are similar enough, because it's like you got the same kind of set of browns and neutrals and like mauve-ish pink shade. I feel like she tried to make a brighter one with this color versus this color, but overall I feel like if I covered up that and like the purple shimmer, this is pretty much the same palette. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and include them. Like, I'm gonna swatch some of these shades just for you all to see. Like, the brown, one brown might be like deeper than the other one or something like that, but it's like overall I feel like it's the same palette. So this is the one from 9 years ago that I'm going to swatch real quick. But sometimes I feel like I just need to swatch, because I'm like looking at it, you be like, oh yeah, I guess. And then like when I swatch other colors, you be like, oh. And I be like, yeah girl, that. Oh indeed. So I heard someone, I think it was I Am Jamila, saying she felt like Dose of Colors had changed their formula and it wasn't as good. I mean, I understand, because it's not giving like that same kick up that it used to give in older palettes. So I see where she's coming from with like that whole aspect of it. Let me swatch this brownish shade. So I'm swatching the lighter neutral brown shade now to see if it's warmer than the other brown in the other palette, because I feel like it might be a little more warm tone in the one in the Truffle palette, might be a little more beige-ish, if you will. So that could be like somewhat of a difference, but again, I'm just feeling like, you know, at the end of the day, like the undertones when the transition shades do make a difference, but like, so here are the two browns that you can see. This is from the 9 years ago, and this is from Truffle. And these two I feel like you can't see on my skin tone anyway, but like I feel like one looks a little bit more peachy toned and one looks a little more like, I guess, pinky toned, if you will. But I'm like, given the colors I just showed you, I feel like they look pretty similar. Let me see, what other color do I have? Those all I feel like swatching. I was gonna swatch this one, but I'm not, just like, I don't feel the need to. But the point is, like, I feel like I showed enough colors that look similar enough to where it's like, you know, do I really need both? No. I mean, I'm happy to have both. Like, I really like this quad a little bit better than I like the Truffle one. So I was thinking about giving the Truffle one to my cousins, but I really like Dose of Colors, and these are some of their newer things, so I'd rather keep their newer things. If anything, I'd give them like some of the older ones I have from them, just because, you know, I've been riding with Dose of Colors for a while. Like, I still have them. I love Side I Eat, and y'all know I ain't never letting go of my Friend Cajun palette. I don't care who knows. I don't care who knows. That was like part of the first limited edition palettes I'm never letting go. So that lets y'all know what time it is. I'm not letting it go. I don't care who knows. The last two I have to talk about are Tom Ford quads. So this is the metallic denim quad up against the dark opulence quad. So these aren't exact, but I feel like they're close enough in like the tones and the way that they do their palettes. So it's just like, did I really need both? No. Did I have both just because I could? This reminds me of like an older palette that they have already. I haven't used this yet. This is the last thing I told you on the luxury haul. I was waiting on to show up these and the what do you call it, ones from my bronzer from Dior, because I got the limited edition one so I can have it back when I run out my Dior bronzer, because I love it that much. But yeah, this is what both of them look like. So as you can see, they're just two smoky blue quads. Like one has like a beige matte shade and a black matte as opposed to a all shimmer one. So it's just like this is the all shimmer version here, and this is the one that has the mattes and shimmers. But otherwise, I feel like they're pretty much similar. I'm not gonna swatch these two just because, you know, like I haven't got a chance to even put this one on my eyes yet. I want to put it on there soon. And the metallic denim or whatever, I like it okay. I feel like I have better quads from him though, so that one was a little bit disappointing compared to the other stuff I already had. What am I sitting on here? I keep hearing this rattling sound. But anyway, so those are all the things from the 5 brands that dupe themselves I had to talk about today. Y'all know I'll be back with another one once they start duping themselves again, because I had to put it out there and get the word out so everybody knows. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.